So, my internet sucks. Welcome to my show. Welcome to tuning in. My name is Noel. I'm here trying to set up a channel for Odechi. Noel and Odechi Unfiltered. I'm trying to fix my internet. Now, I said 2 days ago, I said I was going to do a live every day at 12 o'clock, and it's 1 o'clock, so I'm off by an hour. But at least I tried and succeeded. And let me take this time just to talk. I'm also linking my X account onto this. So if you're on X, hey, welcome to the show. I'm trying to set up a video that I like to usually play a video here on the side while I'm talking. So like that, it's a little bit more than just me talking, right? It's a little bit of news and then my opinion on the news, on whatever's going on. But I've had a lot in my mind lately, and I want to talk about how I'm dealing with Odechi here. Now, a little bit of background. Who is Odechi? In my opinion, Odechi is a very cool name. Like, I never heard of anybody with that name. So that impresses me. And basically, this is a beautiful young woman. She's not young anymore. We're talking about a 40-year-old adult, a beautiful 40-year-old adult. And I'm one of those people that feel certain women and children just get helped in society and community. I feel better knowing that she is doing well. Now, the problem is she completely hates me, hates my guts. Like, completely understandable. And I'm like, okay, sure. We don't have to get along. All right. We're not, we were married once. The marriage lasted like 6 years. And stupid me, I didn't realize she had mental health issues, even though she was going to the clinic, to the mental health clinic. But because of HIPAA laws, they never told me what was the problem. And I never took any time to research anything. I just young, dumb, and just figured, you know what? Move on in life. Let me break this off, get a divorce, and just move on in life. That's it. Like, back in my young days, I didn't think nobody is forced to have to live with anybody. So, in whatever situation you're in, I just hope that both parties are happy with each other. That's all you got. You got him, he got you. So, as a man, I could only do but so much to make you happy because I got to go to work. I have a job. And with that job, I take care of the household, the bills. We have a house, electric is paid, there's food in the fridge, the kid is happy, everybody got clothes, everybody's doing good based on my earnings. So for her to work is optional. You need to figure out what you want in life and move in that direction. So it was nice that she told me lately the reason she married me was because I was an American. Like, I went to a third world country to find her. A lot of beautiful women in third world country, not that many actually. There's a few here and there. And her beauty is one of the few here and there. Like, in my opinion, model level. Like, she looks like a model, in my opinion. So, okay, so she married me because I was an American. I was there and I went to get her. She said, sure, let's go. And then in my part of my thinking was she might like me a little bit, but hopefully she'll be super happy when she figures and learns more about me that I am a nice guy. Not just a nice guy, but the fact that I could sustain, there you go, that's a better word, sustain life without having to stress. Like, I grew up with parents talking about going to work every day because the bill got to get paid, the rent got to get paid. Oh my God, we don't have enough money. And then here I am with a job. I got enough money. So it should be a good situation that you got yourself in. I got myself a nice apartment, beautiful apartment, bought a car, a beautiful car. I mean, what are we missing? So living in a nice part of town, really nice part of town, a vehicle, a nice apartment, everything positive, but yet she hated it. So, okay, so that sounds personal. I am going to pack my shit and keep it moving. I did that. I just packed up everything and moved on in life. Got a divorce. Boom, boom, lived life. But we did have a son, and I had to take care of him. I even went to court and got custody of my son, got him back. So then I ended up raising my son. But for like a good three years, she had him in bad decisions. But it was back and forth. Okay, now I'm 46. I got into a second marriage that was the worst decision of my life. Anybody listening, only get married once. That's it. Trial and error. If it doesn't work, you're not meant to be married. My second marriage sucked more than my first one. So much so that I went and I got Odechi back. Odechi was staying with a stranger in Rhode Island. Just a guy who saw her on the phone. A friend of his told him about this beautiful young lady back in the DR. So they were able to talk over Zoom on the phone. And he fell in love and brought her back to America. And she stayed with him for like 6 years. But with all mental health disease, she got worse. And he came to a point where he's like, I can't take it. I don't understand. Because nobody understands mental health conditions except doctors. Because doctors study it. Doctors study it so much that they could make predictions. Like, I said to the guy, you know what? Going to Rhode Island from PA is too far for me. But if you bring her to PA, I'm willing to take her. And he brought her to PA. And she was upset. She hated seeing me. She doesn't want to see me. She doesn't be around me. Just pissed off for like 3 days, just standing on one spot. Me being the nice guy that I am, I called 811, had to put in a hospital institution to try to get her to do medicine to get better. She stayed in the house for a month and then came back here. She didn't technically come back here. She told the hospital, I want to go to a homeless shelter. I want nothing to do with Noel, which is me. My name is Noel. But after getting dropped off at the homeless shelter, she didn't even walk in. She just started walking. Well, that sounds so random, walking. Yeah, she started walking. Walked so far that she ended up in the highway, in the interstate, which is illegal. So think about this. She's walking interstate and it's like, I don't know, 12 o'clock at night. The police picked her up. She doesn't speak English. They had no clue what to do with this beautiful woman. So what they do, they took her down to the hospital, found out my address, and brought her here. And when she got here, she just came in and was here for like 2 months. And 2 months of not taking any medicine. And again, her disability kicked in. I called the hospital and had her instituted again. That was August 8th. The hospital said they were going to institute her for 20 days. Today's August 28th. which makes it 20 days. After 20 days, what the hospital do is they evaluate her to see how normal she is. And then after their assessment, they send her back. My assumption is that she's going to say, I don't want to go back there. Send me to another homeless shelter. And again, she's going to have another wake up episode. But here, let me be hopeful. Hopefully, she'll stay in the homeless shelter and enjoy it. And like, I was watching videos on YouTube of women that are beautiful and are homeless, and they prefer to stay homeless than anything else. And I was shocked because it reminded me if Odesha could choose that life of, you know what, I'm going to live in the streets. Because in America, you could do that. Like, women are really protected. They're not harmed. Yeah, you get creeps offering themselves and wanting to do lewd shit to you. But those are like, for the most part, beta males. Meaning they want to actually support or help, like give money. And somehow help the individuals. What the hell? So even me, I think I'm a beta male in terms of I'm allowing her in my house because I want to help her. And my point of view is the only reason I want to help her is for two reasons. Number one, her son lives with me. He's 16. He doesn't really have a connection with her because, again, she's sick and never even had a conversation with the guy, my son. So he could care less. With me, I just want to know that she's safe. Like, I could see you. We don't have to talk. We don't interact. My only thing that I'm going to ask her if she gets brought back is, you got to take your medicine. Otherwise, I don't want you staying here. I don't feel comfortable you staying in the house without taking your medicine. Because I'm thinking it's a completely different human being when she takes her medicine. I'm hoping to see a different human being that makes better decisions. Because some of the decisions that she makes are just intolerable. For example, she cooked everything on the refrigerator. The month since she was here for a month. At first started off okay, no problem. She's just there. We don't really have to communicate, which I don't mind. I live by myself. And like, there you go. I would hate to try to rescue like a homeless chick that I don't know. To me, that's a little bit scary. Like, I don't know you. So anything is possible. She could burn the house down, kill me in my sleep. With Odechi, at least I feel like I know who I'm dealing with. Like a peaceful person, a little bit crazy, suffering from schizophrenia. And when you learn a little more about schizophrenia, these people are not killers. It's just she suffers from delusions and hearing voices and seeing things. Where the medicine is what is used to counteract that, right? To counteract that. And maybe is able to make more reasonable decisions. And to me, reasonable decisions are not cooking everything in the fridge. As a matter of fact, the only reasonable decision that I want her to make is not to fuck up my life, right? Because if you're cooking up all the food in the fridge, now what the hell I'm going to eat? Everything's gone. And plus, she's cooking everything up, but the food that she's cooking is disgusting. Like, no human being can touch it except for her. She got the strongest stomach on earth. I don't know how she does that, but I don't care neither. Like, the only reason you're here is because of my son. So this is a homeless girl that I'm trying to help because of my son. I'm doing this YouTube stream. Oh, by the way, on my YouTube channel, Odechi and And Noella Nodeshi Unfiltered, which is me and her. I got 5 subscribers more. So now we got a total of 8 subscribers. So thank you guys, those of you who subscribed. I'm going to keep it moving, right? And one of my end goals is to have her sitting here. Just sit here. I saw somebody else doing a podcast with his girlfriend. There's several people like that. I think she's beautiful. So to have her sitting there, it's amazing. It's like, how can you call that person crazy? Even though she is crazy, she would just be sitting here. And I'm one of those people right now. Hold on. So so like I was saying, the great thing about Odechi is that there is zero demand, right? From her to me, her asking me anything. At the same time, her demands are like quietly without talking in terms of just going to the kitchen and cooking everything. And that's to me a no. We're not doing that. Leaving the fridge empty. So now my son is hungry. I'm hungry. Now what do we do? So I'm hoping that by her taking her medicine, we could avoid that. She could see or she could stop doing those things. It's the only thing I could think of. Medicine will get her to stop cooking everything in the food, in the fridge. What else? Um, and just knowing that she's safe. That's it. Like I almost feel guilty in terms of I was the one who brought her to this country from her country, Dominican Republic, where she doesn't want to go back to the Dominican Republic. So I gotta take no, I don't have to take any responsibility. The only person that you're responsible for is yourself. Me. I'm responsible for me and me only. This is a grown adult that she has open doors with me. There you go. That's a better way of saying it. Open doors in terms of you coming into the home and sleeping here. Because another thing is this, I live in a mansion with 4 rooms where 2 are taken up, me, my room, and my son. So she could take any other room and she refuses to take a room. She sleeps in the living room. She prefers that. And it's like, here I am. I don't even argue or fight with that. I'm like, sure. I got 2 living rooms in this house. 4 rooms, 2 living rooms, a basement, 2 showers, a half bathroom. Everything you could want is here. So you could even live here without, I don't even have to bump into you by mistake. That's how big this house is. My ex-wife brought a family members to visit for a weekend. And they brought one of their sons who was going through some mental health issues also. And he was here for the weekend. I didn't see him at all. I only saw him when he got here and then didn't see him too. Didn't even see him. I think I saw him in the car when they were leaving. So like you could be in this house and we don't have to bump into each other. Life is beautiful. So I decorated the whole house with pictures of her, of Odechi. So it's like she has a decorated mansion with pictures of her everywhere. And then she might prefer to be homeless. It's like not making choices that make too much sense. But at the same time, she's battling demons and delusions in her mind. So you can't really judge what the hell is going through her mind. And all you could do is really pray for her safety. Hopefully she doesn't build friends that are going to lead her to, like, I don't know, use drugs. I think that's the worst case scenario. Now, I should start this channel with a countdown of how many more days you think until Odechi comes to the forefront to my channel and let's talk. If I could get her to sit here quietly, talk if you want to talk, that will be life-changing. All right, let me see if this channel works. Let me see. Okay. All right, let me try to play this video, give you guys my opinion as to what Jesse Watters is talking about.
Early this morning, a van pulled up to the White House and Trump told reporters, get in.
We also just got a notice from the pool that they've been loaded into the vans for a movement this morning that was not on the schedule. No clear details yet on where the president is going.
The press was a little nervous about getting in. They thought Miller was finally sending him to El Salvador. Instead, they went down to the street to the museum. Trump popped up and beelined for the gift shop. Zelensky took all the 2028 hats. So Trump had to pick up some more swag for his guests. Trump thanked the construction crew who was fixing up the White House with some brand new hats. Putting up all that gold is hard work. But the worst job, cleaning up after Biden. We thought his biggest mess was at the border. You should have seen what he did in the Oval.
You see the way this is looking, look, nice. I can't tell you how much that gold costs, a lot of money. There's nothing like gold and there's nothing like solid gold, but this beautiful office needed it. It had to be representative. When we took it over, it was dirty, not clean. I immediately changed the chair and had this beautiful desk renovated.
Trump's Golden Oval just got a little shinier. America's hosting the World Cup next summer, so Trump had to get a look at the trophy.
We brought as well this, which is the winner's trophy. Only the FIFA presidents of countries, and then those who win can touch it, because it's for winners only. And since you are a winner, of course, you can as well touch it. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah. Can I keep it?
What do you? Well, you can keep it.
We're not giving it back. We're not giving it back. That's serious.
It fits well.
That goes very well on the wall right over there. We'll put it right below the angels.
No, Trump's not stealing it. He's going to win it.
I might play. I mean, I see the money that these soccer players, we call it soccer, but I see the money that these soccer players are making. I may try and play. I'm a very good athlete. I may put on shorts. I look extremely good in shorts and join the play.
The World Cup's going to be huge. They're saying it's like having a Super Bowl every day for a month, generating billions for the country. 47's already got his ticket.
We have the first ticket here for the final.
Good. Wow.
For you.
Oh, good.
That's cool.
Wow.
It's, of course, row 1, seed 1. It's ticket number 45,
so.
47. And it's for the final in New York, New Jersey. And so you have your ticket already for the final.
And the president's saving a seat for a very special guest, but only if they behave.
I was just sent a picture from somebody that wants to be there very badly. He's been very respectful of me and of our country, but not so respectful of others. I'm going to sign this for him, but I was sent one, and I think you will like to see it. There's a man named Vladimir Putin, who I believe will be coming, depending on what happens. He may be coming, and he may not, depending on what happens.
This is a lot bigger than a soccer game. Every person in the world is going to be watching. All eyes on America. How are we going to present ourselves?
Sir, you're reminding me of something that my dad used to say all the time when I was growing up. He would say, Christy, you kids need to look like you respect yourself before anybody's going to respect you. And in this country, when people look at our streets, when they look at our Capitol, you're bringing respect back to this city.
The first thing a woman notices on a man, his shoes. The first thing a foreign leader notices, your capital. If you have a dirty capital or dirty shoes, no one respects you. Trump's making them respect us. Canada's dropping retaliatory tariffs against the United States. And Intel, one of the biggest chip makers in the world, just gave the USA a 10% stake of its company. And a Fox News alert, the stock market on fire today. Too late, Jerome signaled he'd cut rates at the next meeting. The Dow hit an all-time high, up almost 900 points. Business is in Trump's blood. Cleaning up crime, that's a different ballgame. Many thought it couldn't be done. Do you believe in miracles?
D.C. is a miracle what's happened. There have been no murders in D.C. in the last week. That's the first time in anybody's memory that you haven't had a murder in a week.
Secretary Hegseth just authorized the Guard to carry weapons in Washington, but hopefully they don't need them. Seeing a Humvee roll down your street, that's enough to scare criminals into hiding. Everyone else has nothing to worry about. We saw some teens in D.C. talking to troops, scoping out the equipment. The Guard makes for better role models than gangsters. Locals want to see more cops on the streets.
What do you guys think about the feds coming here into Washington, D.C.?
I love it. I love it. I wish it was more.
And do you think Donald Trump's wrong for wanting to come in here and clean up the city?
Nope. No, I do not. This is the nation's capital. You got tourists scared to come here.
Tourists aren't scared anymore. This is the safest DC's ever been. Everyone's happier, except white liberals.
What do you think about the federal government coming in here and trying to stop crime?
It's a bad idea.
Okay, so do you think they're overstepping their boundaries here in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, I mean, it's wrong on all sorts of levels. It's just dumb.
Hundreds of arrests, no murders, guns and drugs off the street. What's dumb about that? The feds are putting it all on the line to protect the same whiny white liberals.
Right here is the fugitive. They caught him. They moved up on him before we could even get here because they felt that now was the time to act. They got him under.
That's my cousin Jay Smith. That's all he remembers from America. After they locked him up, look at him. They deported him back to his country. Shout out to Jay Smith, a.k.a. Harinson Sanchez.
Underneath arrest, they have the girl with them underneath arrest. She's getting detained. They're running a field interview with her. And this right here is a wanted fugitive that's being taken off the streets of Washington, D.C. We found a gun underneath the tree trunk, and he's also been known for selling drugs here. And just like that, you guys just got a fugitive off the streets.
Absolutely.
And you think this guy would have been?
And we've been looking for this guy for about 2 days.
But Democrats would rather have the fugitives on the streets than cops.
Do we feel good about ourselves? Yeah, we feel great, actually. Why do you think it's pathetic? They just arrested a guy who had a gun underneath the tree trunk. Why is it pathetic?
Because it's pathetic.
That they found a guy who had a gun underneath the tree
When
trunk.
it's pathetic, you're okay. You can justify anything. You backfill your beliefs constantly. You're targeting all the unhealth in the city. Get the microphone out of my phone.
You get out of my face. You're gonna act like that.
The operation in D.C. is working flawlessly. National Guard secures the city and lets the cops pick up the bad guys. Washington's America's front door, and it's squeaky clean. But we can't have other cities embarrassing us during the Cup. It's also America's 250th birthday next year. It's going to be a red, white, and blue summer. Democrats are going to try to ruin it for Trump by turning it into a summer of love. That's not happening. Trump will turn Chicago, New York, and Los Angeles into MAGA country, whether they like it or not.
Chicago's a mess. You have an incompetent mayor, grossly incompetent. And we'll straighten that one out probably next. That'll be our next one after this. And it won't even be tough. And the people in Chicago, Mr. Vice President, are screaming for us to come. They're wearing red hats, just like this one, but they're wearing red hats. African-American ladies, beautiful ladies, are saying, please, President Trump, come to Chicago. Please.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.
Trump is going to make America safe, whether you like it or not. I like that. I like how that sounds. Let me see what's this. All right, what time is it? 1:30. So, countdown begins. Today's August 28th. Today's the 20th day that she got released from or may have been released from the hospital. We don't know because I'm not allowed to know. Like, I called the hospital and they told me they cannot give me that information due to HIPAA. I respect that. Due to HIPAA law, they cannot tell me whether she's there or not. Which to me means she is there. They just can't tell me. It's an assumption that I could only make an assumption. I don't have any other choice. So if you ever see Odechi here, like walking in the background or sitting next to me or me a little bit happier, that means she made it all the way to my house, which she doesn't know the address. I did call the police. I gave them my address and told them if you see a female wandering around the streets and you want to bring her here, she's more than welcome to come. I gave them my phone number, my address, and said, hey, but again, this is an adult. It's on her what she wants to do. And I think, you know what? I feel like a normal human being in terms of if I'm given the options of living in the streets or moving into a mansion rent-free, room and board, everything covered. And all you got to do is live. I don't know. Would I have a problem with that, living with the ugliest person on earth? I mean, sure. I don't have to deal with the other person or speak or talk or do anything. You know what? I grew up all my life working. I find it difficult to be in a house doing nothing or to live life not looking forward to doing anything. That's why I'm doing the podcast. That's why I'm doing this podcast, trying to improve the way I speak, all right? Trying to communicate, trying to move and talk, because I know this is short-lived and we can't take time for granted. All my life, I've taken time for granted and not doing what's best for me for the moment, right? Why? I always had to work. I always had to get money, pay the bills, make sure my son has an apartment to live in or I have a house to live in. Just putting in that work and putting my happiness last, right? I mean, what does that even mean? Just short sparks of happiness, short-lived, and lived in terms of at least I have a job. How's the battery for this? Like now that we have the social media age, I hate seeing all these individuals that seem to be spending money aimlessly and living life aimlessly. Like, how are they able to get away with that? Do they have like a sugar daddy that's paying for all of that craziness that they're showing on video? So that's why right now I'm like, you know what? Let me just live my life with the little bit of saving that I put together. Sure. My culminating end shot was like a wife and kids and like paying all the bills, helping everybody out. But when I say everybody, I'm talking about my wife and kids. You can't help anybody outside of that. And then to protect myself from men that just want to tear things down and steal from you. My biggest op actually ended up being a female who deep down inside hated me. And I thought I had a chance, but it didn't happen. And the sound effect sucks. I'm learning that StreamYard now has a lot of sound effects. I'm just clicking through them, checking them out to see what we got. Look at this one, Gong Gang. Is it Gong? It is Gong. Learn how to read, brother. What's a punch? That's a punch. The sound effect sucks. Drum roll, please. Oh, look, my face looks brighter. I like that. I can deal with that. All right, look what I'm going to do. It's 1:39. Again, this is the Noel on the Odechi channel. Odechi might be a homeless person walking around in PA, or she might come and move in here. Last time she came here was like 1 a.m, getting picked up by police. This time around, I have no clue what's going to be the end result of her getting out of the hospital. We're dealing with somebody who is, maybe I should do more research, but even if I do more research, it's like, here's what you can do, sir. Nothing. With that said, let me go get a cup of coffee. Be right back. Let me go pee-pee. Peace.
Purple on the line.